Welcome back. My name is Vance Martin. I am the Campus Accessibility Specialist at the University of Illinois Springfield. Last week I answered some questions on accessibility. This week I've been asked to answer a few questions about universal design for learning. Okay, question 3. What are some ways that instructors can provide active and engaging learning experiences for students under universal design principles? So when I used to teach history classes, I used to offer various options for final projects. There was a book report type project. There was a video game type project. There was a project where students could actually research how to make something and make it. There was an oral history project. So there are various ways for students to engage with the past. And I think that most history professors would say that the goal of their final report is for students to engage on a specific topic in their discipline deeply. And I think that was achieved, but it allowed the students to choose and allowed them to represent and be creative in various ways. And I can say over the years that I had many, many wonderful projects. So that took years of thinking about and was part of my dissertation. So we don't all have that much time right now to do that. But I think that we are lucky with some technology to be able to allow students some leeway in thinking about how we get reports back and information back from students. So I do know that I've been in talks this week with, and on the side of talks with faculty who are like, yes, well, I'm going to do my 1-hour lecture 4 times a week, every week still. That's what the students want. And then I hear other stories about parents of college students who find their children falling asleep on the keyboard, ostensibly looking at a lecture of a 1-hour class. So we still have to think about the video isn't really that exciting. Video is a different medium in courses that I've taught on instructional design. The things we think about when we're creating short, succinct video is different than what we do in a classroom because we have that feedback from looking at people, from listening to them, seeing the questions, and things like that. But I think one of the things that we can do is our students are now dispersed. They have a sense for each other from having been in the class half of a semester thus far. But some of them, I mean, for instance, I have student workers who are working remotely right now, some from Illinois, some from Wisconsin, some in California. So if I were teaching them, I mean, that would be, the opportunity for them to use their cell phones to make short movies about, something in nature, if it's somewhat sort of environmental science or biology class. Weather patterns from where their home is. Using Skype groups to come up with their own answers and create their own tutoring sessions. I think thinking about how to leverage the technology in a wise way and always attempting to meet your original learning goals for the course is important. But I think that we have to be flexible and think about how we can let our students choose something that will still meet those goals. It'll still answer the questions you're looking for, but I'm sure that I'd be much more engaged seeing what flowers are blooming in Northern California or Southern Wisconsin right now, than seeing the back of my beige wall here and somebody talking for an hour about whatever topic. So again, shorter videos. There are accessibility issues sometimes raised if we have students creating that, but I think that we can um, let those slide a little bit when we're talking about student presentations, but it's much more engaging for the students to use their own creativity and figure out how they can convey to you as the instructor the same information um, in a way that might be relevant, um, and take advantage of this dispersion, and to attempt to make the most of what we can of the current situation.